we are using electron microscopes, or providing access to electron microscopes, and this will be second of the three presentations focusing on different sorts of microscopy available at SATEC. Where in our case, the modality is electrons, and thanks to the use of electrons, you can actually look at your samples at a resolution that would eventually allow you to discriminate individual atoms. The situation is a bit more complicated in life sciences, where we actually cannot observe individual atoms with the electron microscopy, because before that we actually damage the sample with the electrons. However, we can get to the resolution that is very high and at the level of other high-resolution structural biology techniques provide indirectly. So with that, the electron microscopy fits into this high-resolution structural biology techniques such as NMR spectroscopy or X-ray diffraction. Alternatively, we can also look at the more complex objects than the single proteins, and that would be probably single cells. So we can do the cellular imaging similar to the light microscopy. And with this, I believe that I can eventually persuade you that we can live here in harmony with our colleagues from other facilities doing similar type of research for both the structural and cellular biology, as the electron microscopy is actually eventually complementary. For instance, for the cases where you can't crystallize your protein, or where your crystals are small, because apart from being an imaging technique, we can use the electron microscope to actually obtain the inverse space diffraction images. And also we can use the electron microscope as an analytical tool to study the composition of matter, which is primarily used in the chemical research, so not really too much in the life sciences. So with this lengthy introduction and no interesting slides, I will continue in the same strategy, not interesting slides. So primary focus, want to focus my presentation on the current users or existing user base of our facility, and I'll be less positive, rather depicting the issues that we are experiencing. So also for the colleagues from other facilities, a bit of a bitter truth will come, not the shiny info you get usually from the web and the social media these days. So although we are running costly instrumentation, what I believe matter most is people. So at the beginning of this year, you probably realized that Michal Babiak left for a better future with Thermo Fisher Scientific. On the other end, we're lucky enough that we've been able to welcome Zuzka Hlavenková, who joined us at around the same time and is now part of the facility. And one of the important things that we do is that we try to train our users who are interested in actually operating the instrumentation on their own. And here I wanted to list what each member of the facility can do, or in which area of the training you can be supported by who from the facility. So if you're interested in structural biology, you probably will need a 10 training. Then it is Zuzka or Dan who will guide you through the training. If you're more interested in this focused ion beam imaging or scanning electron microscopy, it will be Radka, Jana, or Pavel who we will meet for the training. And we also do a little bit of light microscopy. We have one wide field light microscope that is operated under the cryo condition, so we can actually image our specimens at the under the cryo condition, so at the liquid nitrogen temperatures. And if you need a training for that, then Jana will be the main person. And of course, it's not only the imaging, but actually good sample prep is of the most importance for the successful imaging afterwards. And in that case, Radka and Jana will be the main person who you will meet. So with this, I would like to invite you, if you want something, feel free to contact my colleagues directly. Or if you don't who to contact, just come to me and I refer you to the correct person. And then apart from the training, we can of course do the service and provide the expertise. So for the structural biology, the technique is primarily called single particle analysis, and probably you will either meet Karel, Matthias, Dan, or Zuzka for both the data acquisition and then the support with the data analysis. For the tomography, cryo-electron tomography, which our users are generally expanding on, it is Karel, Zuzka, and Dan who will be the main person. Colleagues from the chemistry have probably already met Zuzka for the scanning transmission or the electron diffraction, and for the cryofib and more importantly volume imaging that I will touch on a bit later on. It is again Radka, Pavel, and Jana, and two ladies also then will can help you with the sample prep. So we also provide support not only through the access to the instrumentation, but we also try to help our users with in the data analysis phase. For that, we are very much grateful to the CIISB project, of course, which supports our running. And through that project, we purchased a computational cluster, which currently has 14 nodes, each of them reach four GPUs, and all of our users have actually access to that cluster. The primary running the programs for the single particle analysis, like the CryoSpark or ReLine. And most importantly, we've created this web page with a short manual to each of the software that is available there. If you're unsure or if you're new, please refer to the web page first. There might be some information that will give you a quick start. Currently, we unfortunately lack support in installation of a new software. So if you need a new software, feel free to write to me directly. And we've joined forces with Tibor Fizik from Structural Biology. I'm very grateful that he has agreed to actually install some of the EM software as it appears new updates on the lab. So the lab underwent a reconstruction or expansion a year ago. So for more than a year, we are in a new spaces. Our users probably know. For the new users, this shows this list actually the equipment that we have. So this is a floor plan of our lab, and we currently have 4 transmission electron microscopes for the structural biology, so this single particle workflow and tomography workflow. This one in particular is actually the one with the capacity to do the analytical applications because it has a detector to detect characteristic X-rays, and through that we can analyze the content of the measure. Then we have currently 2 this FIB SEM microscopes, and the third one is being installed nowadays. So you're probably meeting, if you are users and coming to the lab, you're meeting a lot of unknown faces. I must tell you, they will be there till the end of the year, so the installation is still likely. The refurbishment of the places did not went as smooth as we hoped, and we're still experiencing a lot of troubles. You probably, some of you may have actually went through the sudden power outages, complete power outages. which we've experienced maybe 3 or 4 times already, and the resolution of these issues is actually still ongoing. So I can't promise that we will not again experience a complete power outage. We also created a special rooms for the with a very low humidity for the sample preparation. Again, this is still not working as it should. The construction company actually does not, to my feeling, seem to be able to resolve that. So we are now trying to resolve that ourselves with the help of other external companies. So I believe that by the end of this year, the situation regarding the humidity control and the ventilation in the whole system will improve. But that is the bitter truth of using the otherwise very nice spaces that we have. So if you encounter an issue, it is an issue with the microscope, or an issue with anything else in the lab, please use this electronic system that we've set up and all our users have access to for reporting. Currently, it's not used heavily, and I would like to encourage you really to use it. That will help us to track the resolution of these issues. All right, so maybe for a positive, half positive message at this stage. So 2 new instruments that I would like to highlight. One of them is the FIPSEM, the Helios Hydra, that is with us for more than a year now. So the positive side is that this is a high-resolution SEM with which we can actually do cryo-SEM imaging of near-native samples. So the samples, cellular samples that you actually vitrify, but you don't need to contrast them. And the quality of the imaging that we get, as you can see on this image, so these are the mitochondria, so you can actually even see the double layer membrane there, is so good that we can reconstruct the whole cells at the ultrastructural level from the data. And that to me is stunning. And actually, admittedly, currently we are one of the few labs in the world that can do and is doing this. The downside of this is the instrument was not without issues, and you probably, if you asked for that instrument and that kind of service, you've experienced a lot of downtime. That is the case with this half developmental tools, unfortunately. We believe we are getting close to the resolution of most of the issues with this instrument, and hopefully to get more into the higher throughput service mode. So if you're maybe interested in the volumetric analysis of the cellular samples at the ultrastructural level, I repeat, then this technology can actually save a bit of a sample prep and image your specimens at more near native conditions. The instrument is actually also equipped with a light microscope, so that there is an integrated fluorescence microscope. So if there are fluorescence probes within your sample, we can do the correlative imaging directly without the need of using more instruments. The second is the recently installed transmission electron microscope. So its name is Glacius 2, and it is now available for this structural biology applications like the single particle analysis, cryo-electron tomography, and this one also comes with the option to do the scanning transmission electron microscopy, particularly at the cryo conditions, which we envision as yet another technology that will be established and provided by the facility for super fast words. For the users, importantly, this has the last generation direct electron detection camera, so your data, single particle data shall be of very, very high quality. And it comes with the latest software for both the single particle and the tomography, including the real-time reconstruction of the tomographs. Again, if you're interested, get in touch and get to use it. The instrument is also available in the playing board for both the reservations and the remote access. Maybe this might be of interest. So this is our wish list of the potential development of the facility that we would like to realize through the CryoEM project. And we've identified these three things as updates that we would like to deliver to our users. The first one is the update of the Thales Arctica microscope for the last generation direct electron detector and the energy filter, increasing the throughput and the quality of data coming from the technique. Our users probably know that vitrification is a problem, and reproducibility of that. So we are also looking in purchasing one of these latest technologies that instead of botting the sample, use actually the system that sprays your sample on the carrier and then freezes that. And the last one is that we were thinking about actually replacing one of the FIPSEM instruments, specifically Versa, with a new last generation FIPSEM microscope that would be have a capacity of the high quality CryoEM imaging, as we can see from Hydra. So this is a part of the already submitted project, and if we're lucky and obtain the funding, or the CISB obtains the funding, then we aim to realize all three of these within the 2024. So for the users, the best for the new users, the best way how to get a quick start is either write me an email or see our web pages. There are options. These are the access lines. So you just click on these buttons, and you will be redirected directly to web pages where you can submit the application. For the active users, you probably know that we have this kind of a LIMS system in place, which you can use to actually get organized with the sample storage. You can actually check your reservations, and most importantly, this transfer, and this is the only way how to transfer data from the microscope to the outside world. In our case, the outside world means the Bernard 14 storage. And lastly, this is also the way how to access the microscopes remotely. And I would also encourage you. We are very happy that you come in person, but if you want to check on your experiments throughout the session, or find out what happens on the microscope at any time, there is this actually easy to use remote access to the microscopes. And we see it's very beneficial primarily for external users, but also for the internal users. I believe it can kind of improve the throughput of utilization of our facility. All right, so acknowledge. So you can use the longer version or the shorter version. There are important words. This is the important word. Sorry, that's the important word, and this is the important word. The sentence cannot be made shorter than that, so I think that this is fine. Please use it, even if you come through different routes. Use this one. And with that, thank you. We're also trying to do a bit of a social media. I'm pretty bad in that, but I mean, you start to probably get better. So thanks.